I died knowing Elise Reed burned my family alive. Now I've come back to rewrite every terrible second of it. And this time, she won't get away with murder. The night before my wedding to Blake Covington, I was away from our new Maplewood home. Blake's childhood best friend Elise Reed held an unauthorized barbecue in our backyard while I was gone. She carelessly dumped hot coals onto our wooden deck, sparking an out-of-control blaze that consumed the entire house. 4 young women sleeping upstairs lost their lives in the fire. I rushed to the scene in a panic, watching firefighters carry 4 charred remains out in body bags. The cold metallic sound of the zippers pierced the silent night. I tried to rush toward them, unable to tell which body belonged to my sister Lila and which was my best friend Madison. My legs buckled beneath me and I nearly collapsed from grief and horror. Blake had escaped the fire unharmed, yet he held Elise tightly in his arms, speaking to her in a sickeningly gentle tone that made me nauseous. "It's not your fault, Elise. It was just an accident. I'm right here, and no one will hurt you." Watching him comfort her while ignoring the tragedy before us, I dug my nails deep into my palms until blood nearly spilled. My head spun violently and my ears rang nonstop. I spent every moment afterward gathering evidence, determined to send Elise to prison for what she did. Before the trial even began, Blake destroyed all my proof. He shouted at me furiously, "They're already dead, Thea. Nothing you do will bring them back. Why do you insist on destroying Elise too?" Left with no way to seek justice, I wandered the streets in despair. Then Elise ran me over with her car. When I opened my eyes, I had returned. It was once again the night before my wedding. I immediately made an excuse and moved all my bridesmaids to Riverside Inn, a luxury hotel in town. I thought I had avoided the disaster. After safely relocating Lila and my 3 best friends to the hotel, I texted Blake right away. I told him the wedding was canceled and ordered him to remove his guests from our property immediately. Yet at 2 a.m., I still received the terrible news. Our house was on fire. Witnesses whispered in shock. They had plenty of time to go upstairs and save those girls, but they just stood there watching. He was supposed to marry her tomorrow. He ran out barely clothed with another woman, holding her close while the house burned. They took forever to call emergency services. They nearly burned down neighboring homes too, yet they're still acting like nothing happened. I've never seen such shameless behavior. Flames lit up the entire night sky. I pushed through the crowd of neighbors and saw firefighters carrying out 4 blackened bodies. A freezing chill ran down my spine and nausea overwhelmed me. It was exactly the same horrific scene from my past life. I had been called away for an urgent board meeting, and this was what greeted me upon my return. But I had moved all 4 bridesmaids to the hotel. Who were these 4 dead women? I looked toward Blake. He looked exactly as he did before, full of sympathy for Elise, yet not the slightest bit of guilt for the lives lost. He started murmuring to Elise, "It wasn't your fault. This is Thea's fault." He cut himself off the second he saw me, his expression turning cold and hostile instantly. "Well, look who finally showed up," he said, his voice dripping with blame. "Look at what you've caused. I told you not to build that wooden deck during renovations. Now people are dead. Are you satisfied?" His blatant blame shifting was unbearable. I rushed forward and slapped him hard across the face. "I texted you to cancel the wedding. I told you to leave the house, and you still threw a stupid barbecue here anyway? Those 4 people burned alive upstairs. Did you even act like a human being?" Panic flashed across Blake's face, but he quickly regained his composure. "The wedding is tomorrow, Thea. You can't cancel it with a simple text. Your bridesmaids fell asleep waiting for you. How is that my fault?" Hearing his words, Elise regained her confidence from fear. "Exactly. The fire was an accident. This is your house, and those were your bridesmaids. You're the one responsible for all of this." I trembled with rage, my throat tightened, and breathing became painful. I pressed my nails into my palm. "I don't have time to argue with either of you. 4 people are dead. I'm calling the police." They had no idea the victims weren't my bridesmaids, but I suspected they couldn't escape the fire for the same reason as last time. I had to identify them first to uncover the real truth behind their deaths. The second I pulled out my phone, Blake slapped it out of my hand. It slid across the pavement and shattered on impact. Making a scene won't fix anything. Elise was helping us prepare for the wedding.